8:20 here, Big 550 KTRS. Let's talk a little TV. Gail Pennington, TV critic with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Good morning, Gail Pennington.
Good morning, McGraw-Milhaven.
All right, spoiler alert.
Yeah. But first, let me tell you that I met your movie director, the Marshall the Miracle Dog, your pal who directed you in that.
Oh, Jay Kanzler, yes.
Yes, and he was at the Go List party on Thursday, and he said he always listens to us.
Yes, he's a
and I said, why?
Jay's a big fan of this show, and he's a tremendous director, just as long as he keeps casting me in those roles.
Well, he said you were very convincing as a mayor.
Clearly.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little Mad Men.
All right.
Because 2 episodes left, and then the season finale, so there's really 3 left.
That's very confusing that they keep saying only 2 episodes in when it's really 3.
It is very confusing.
Yeah.
However, spoiler alert, what are your thoughts on last night's episode?
Well, when in the previews, when the dreaded Diana showed up,
yes.
I was really alarmed.
Mm-hmm.
And then luckily there was no Diana, and it was a fantastic episode, I thought.
There
really made a lot of progress.
There were 2 gay men in Diana's apartment complex.
Yeah, when he went to look for her, I thought that was a great improvement.
I have a theory, if you will.
All right.
So everyone's talking about Peggy's rant last night with Stan, right?
Yes.
Lamenting the fact that she's a woman and she can't have it all, but who can have it all, and can you have a career and have a child and be in love and right? All of those things.
Right.
I have a theory as to how it's going to end.
Okay.
And I tweeted out the theory, so I have it on record. That Diana, the waitress, remember she left her kids, moved to New York? She moved to New York. I bet you Don knocks her up, and I bet you she comes back, or the kid comes back in 1985 and knocks on Don's door and says, oh, by the way, I'm your son.
That's a very complicated theory.
Well, it's a pretty complicated show.
So the kid would only be like 14. How'd he get there?
Well, 14, okay, maybe 1990. Shows up in 1990. The kid's 18 years old.
I don't want to see Don in 1990.
Oh, didn't they say? Wait a minute. You've seen your grandfather, haven't you? That's your grandfather in 1990. Hasn't he said that we're going to see Don in like modern day?
I don't think he said that.
I thought he said something like there was going to be present day or in the future or something. I thought that's what he was going to say. All right. Otherwise, I thought it was a pretty good episode, though.
I thought the twist about the Sterling Cooper being absorbed and then coming up with the brilliant plan and then it not working.
Right.
I thought that was just what I had been hoping for in these last episodes.
Was what? They
some sort of momentum that was going to be a huge change for all of them.
Because this time and place is going to end for all of them.
Yes, and we know that from the benefit of 2015.
Yeah. All right, good. 2 more episodes and then the season finale. What's this Dick Cavett Vietnam coming up?
Dick Cavett interviewed a lot of people during the Vietnam War and during the last days of the Vietnam War. And because this is the 40th anniversary of the fall of Saigon, PBS has put together a special that compiles a lot of those interviews, plus a lot of archival footage. It looks really interesting. And then they're also airing, that's on Monday, and then on Tuesday they're running Last Days in Vietnam, that Rory Kennedy documentary that was nominated for an Oscar.
Right.
Yeah.
That's sort of must viewing. Dick Cavett's a pretty interesting cat.
He was a fantastic interviewer.
Yeah. John Carney, believe it or not, worked for Dick Cavett for a number of years.
How old is John Carney?
I don't know, but he worked on his staff at one point. So Carney's got some interesting stories about Dick Cavett. What's this Beyond the Tank Friday at 8 o'clock?
You know Shark Tank?
Yes, I do.
I love Shark Tank. Shark Tank is on a lot now.
Yes.
And it's always interesting to see what's happened to the people after they make the deal.
Right.
And this is a three-week series in which they revisit a lot of people who made the deal.
Mm-hmm.
to see how it's going, see the sharks negotiating and dealing with them and trying to help them and yelling at them, and I assume there's a lot of yelling.
Are there any success stories?
A lot of success stories. But the thing is that almost everybody who goes on Shark Tank and has a good product is a success story, even if they don't make a deal, because of all the free publicity.
Yeah, so people go online and find them.
All they have to do is have a good website set up to sell their product, and they'll do well.
It's a whole new world. All right, anything else we should pay attention to this week?
J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter book.
Yes.
And then when she started writing books for adults, she wrote one called The Casual Vacancy.
Okay.
It's a murder mystery set in England, of course. And the BBC and HBO have teamed up, and they adapted it for TV, and it's going to be Wednesday and Thursday.
Huh. All right.
This is interesting because this is what PBS does, and now HBO sort of stepping on PBS's toes again.
Good. HBO and BBC, so they're sort of bypassing PBS, if you will. Yeah. I was watching HBO the other day. I finished part one of the two-part series on the Frank Sinatra documentary.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed the first one. But I mean, clearly it shows that there's 2 or 3 different reincarnations of Frank Sinatra.
I saw an interesting piece on, I think it was CBS Sunday Morning, with his daughters. That was interesting.
Yeah, he's talk about living in the 20th century. I mean, that guy is an interesting cat. All right, Gail Pennington, when can we read you? When can we see you?
Well, you're not going to be able to read me Friday or Sunday because I have 2 days off.
Oh, all right.
But I will have a live chat this Thursday.
Live chat this Thursday. Was Jay Kanzler nice to you otherwise?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, he's
very nice.
He's a very nice man.
Marshall, the miracle dog himself, did not come to the party, and I think that was good. He might have been stepped on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gail Pennington, have a good week. Thanks, Gail.
You too.
All right, buying a new car, truck, or